Today's video, how does the UK police equipment compare to the US cops?
We are Lisa and Greg, an American couple living abroad in Spain. If you are curious about the crazy, funny, and surprising differences between the US and Europe, you came to the right place. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And you might as well. It doesn't cost you anything. Just go ahead. All right. This is the LBC, and we will...
A little channel.
A little channel. And we will include a link in the description so we can help get them up to 2 million. All right.
That would mean we would need
another million or so.
Another million followers. Yeah.
All right. That was funny. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what.
And I do.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
People in the comments have been telling us and educating us about the United Kingdom, and I don't know. All I know is that I don't think they have guns.
Oh.
So that's going to be
That's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This is going to be interesting. All right. Here we go.
Bottom, we have our PR, our radio, communicating with each other and to control. We've got a body worn video that's activated on most jobs. It's got a 30-second buffer, so that when we do activate it, it pre-records 30.
It's a little hard to understand what he's saying here, but
yeah, I think it's just the way it's a video.
Yeah, yeah.
Each other and to control. We've got a body worn video that's activated on most jobs. It's got a 30-second buffer, so that when we do activate it, it pre-records 30 seconds, so it gives us some time. So if we do miss anything, we don't press it in time.
Right.
It pre-records 30 seconds beforehand, which is quite useful. I'm carrying a taser, which is about 400 officers currently in Kent. Yeah, so that's the taser itself. It's an X2. It's got two shots capability.
I'll be curious to see what the US looks like, because remember there was a story. It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, where the police officer accidentally shot someone, but he claimed he thought it was his taser.
Right.
And everybody was just like an uproar, and his argument was that it felt the same.
Yeah.
And they were like, why do you have two different types of weapons that feel exactly the same? That's ridiculous.
And it's happened multiple times. You're telling one story, but I can think of another story. There's several of them. So,
and then they became into question whether or not was he trying to tase him, or was he actually trying to shoot himself? Right. It was an issue.
It's an X2. It's got two shots.
Two shots.
Capability. That's recently come in over the past year. Pava, which is a pepper spray, which all officers carry. The ASP baton, rigid handcuffs.
Baton.
The baton. Yeah. Okay.
Carry. The ASP baton, rigid handcuffs, and then these are fast straps. So if someone's being particularly unmanageable, these Velcro straps can be placed around their legs. Just to make
no gun. Yeah.
Like my colleague, I've got most of the kit, albeit just apart from the taser.
So the most noticeable thing, obviously, he's going to have is his firearm, his sidearm. These are a Glock 9mm semi-automatic handgun. In addition to that,
and I know, I can see it now in the comments that a lot of people are going to say that the reason they have to have all this is because of the weapons that are in America, which I'm not going to disagree with you.
That is true.
But maybe that's why there shouldn't be weapons in America. So sorry, I know people are totally disagree with that. But I don't know. That's just kind of what I think. So
people in the United States are going to disagree with that.
Yeah. Right.
His firearm, his sidearm. These are a Glock 9mm semi-automatic handgun. In addition to that, he'll have his impact weapon, his baton, latex gloves, combat tourniquet to be able to use on civilians or fellow officers or himself for that matter. He carries a Leatherman multi-tool, handcuffs, spare magazines for his sidearm.
Wow.
Oh.
3. Oh my God.
3.
He is ready. 3 spare magazines.
Does he plan on doing?
Jesus.
Multi-tool,
I don't know where this is.
Spare mag.
City of.
I know. They might show it in a different
It's
angle.
on the left over there. Something anchors or something.
Magazines for his sidearm, his taser, his radio, and an individual first aid.
Yonkers.
Where's that?
It's in New York.
Oh.
Or New Jersey or something.
Oh.
Oh no.
Sidearm, his taser, his radio, and an individual first aid kit, which is again another gunshot wound and severe bleeding prevention kit.
Sergeant, how sad.
Yeah, yeah.
And his the taser looked different, so that was good. It looked like the one from the UK.
Mm-hmm. Is the kit you're carrying, and does it
severe bleeding prevention kit?
Sergeant, how heavy is the kit you're carrying, and does it sometimes get a little cumbersome?
It's about 30 pounds total between everything I carry. It does get cumbersome when you first put it on. I had to get used to these extra pouches here, but after a while, your body adapts to the extra bulk, and you don't feel it after a while.
Now, you're a fit bloke. You obviously work out, but I can't help but notice.
The fit bloke.
Fit bloke.
That's awesome. Now you're a fit bloke.
Put it on. I had to get used to these extra pouches here, but after a while, your body adapts to the extra bulk, and you don't feel it after a while.
Now, you're a fit bloke. You obviously work out, but I can't help but notice there's a bulge on your chest as well. Unless that's muscle, that's something. What have you got there?
I have a secondary firearm here.
So overall, our kit weighs around 7 kilograms. I'm wearing the stab vest and the kit belt. There's also an optional load vest as well, which some people prefer to wear. That obviously distributes the kit we have more on the body, whereas my kit is mainly distributed on the belt itself. Depends on personal preference on whether that's on what you wear, but that's obviously up to the individual officer.
Hey, and the U.S. cop didn't have a camera.
Oh yeah, well,
some of them do. I think some of them have it, but this guy did not.
Yeah, he didn't point it out. That's interesting.
So, on what you wear, but that's obviously up to the individual officer.
Could you imagine going on patrol either without your firearm or your taser?
No, not
Why
at all. Why not? The job we do is extremely dangerous and unpredictable. To go out there unarmed is insane to me.
Yeah, he does sound like he's from the East Coast. So it probably is New Jersey.
In the UK.
or New York. That's kind of what I was thinking, Yonkers.
Oh, I know. You just said New Jersey. Like a New Jersey.
Oh, I did? Oh.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. I don't know. It just came out like that.
Yeah.
Predictable. To go out there unarmed is insane to me.
In the UK, officers don't have anything like that. The best they have is a pepper spray. Would you be prepared to police the streets of London like that? What would you say to those guys and women who do it in London?
I give them
in the whole of England, actually, sorry.
I give them a lot of credit for doing what they do without the weapons and tools that we have here. I don't think I'd be a police officer over there, essentially going at the mercy of the wolves.
Captain, could you imagine sending your...
That is a very interesting, loaded statement that he just made. So he's saying that basically he wouldn't be able to do the job that they're doing because he believes that they're at the mercy of the wolves, the people that are there. So, and I'm not disagreeing or agreeing, because I know we've done some of these videos and I know people say that the police in the UK are horrible. I've heard stuff like this.
Oh, okay.
But essentially what he's saying is, like, if he has to do a job that doesn't give him like power and authority, he don't want to do it.
Right. He can't think of another way to handle difficult people besides shooting them.
Right. Which, I mean, I guess I can understand because that's his only perspective. But is it because that's his perspective, or is it because that's his personality that he needs to be in total control of? I don't know. It's a whole bunch of psychology going on in this video.
Right.
But all right.
Your officers out without a taser, without a firearm of some sort?
I would sooner go out without shoes than I would without the kit like this.
And I guess you feel the same, Sergeant. It's like putting your shoes on, right? Correct.
Yeah. Which is understandable. We put this to the UK officers in Kent. Okay.
I think it's a different environment out there. I think the taser rollout for us will give us a very good, will give us enough useful force in this country. We obviously don't kind of have the same level of gun crime that they do in America. And a lot of our kit is very similar. It's really just the firearm that we are lacking.
Right. Yeah, I believe the mere presence of having a taser is almost enough sometimes to prevent a subject becoming aggressive or violent towards myself or my colleagues. It's a bright colour, it stands out, people are aware of its capabilities. When I go into jobs without having a taser as an option, subjects may feel that they have an advantage over me to some degree. Whilst I still got kit, taser would be a lot more helpful in some situations.
Wow. Just a taser.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he feels
tasers. He's saying that in the UK, that is enough to deter people from, taking him on. Or, but if he didn't have that, they would feel like they could probably take him.
Right. Yeah.
But that's enough.
Right. I mean, it's a culture. It is
enough. It takes you down. I've seen videos of tasers taking people down. I mean, if you're on drugs, you might have a harder time taking them down. Mm-hmm. If they have a weapon.
But, it's interesting because it's like, it's the culture. Like we did our video that we did yesterday on the Northern religion. Mm-hmm. When they asked Pastor Marty if a burglar broke into his house, would he be willing to shoot him or something like that? Yeah.
If a burglar broke into your house, what would you do? And of course the pastor had a firearm.
Right.
So that was number one.
Right. And he said he would use it. He would use it. Mm-hmm. But then someone in the comments said that that's not even something that, first of all, I don't even think they would be asked that question.
Right.
It's like an American thing to have a burglar that's going to break in your house. I'm not saying it doesn't happen anywhere else, but that was what the comment was. Mm-hmm. It was like the way the culture is, the way they think, it's like they wouldn't even think to have that question asked to them.
Right. They would automatically come up, if you don't have firearms in your country, you would automatically come up with a different option besides shooting them.
Yeah, because you don't have it.
Because you don't have that option. So there are probably other options.
It's crazy. I mean, I would say that.
Not probably, there are.
I would say probably the biggest reason that I personally, and I'm probably you too, wanted to leave America was guns. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are other things that, health and everything else, but anyway, I don't know. We're just kind of going off on a tangent here, but I thought that was it's interesting. It's just always interesting to learn what goes on in other
how other countries do it,
how other countries think. And it's always good to put out this type of video so we can get comments from you who live there. You might have a totally different perspective and think one way or the other is okay. That's perfectly fine. Go ahead and put those in the comments. And of course, we always appreciate you stopping by. Oh,
comments.
Oh, girl, thanks. That's what. Good job.
You were just talking about the comments.
I know, but I was ready to go. I was ready to go. Okay, hold on. So.
9,000 people had something to say.
9,000 people had something to say. Okay. Let's see. I didn't expect a second pistol.
That was actually shocking.
I know. I thought it was a bulletproof vest. So did I.
I did too.
That was shocking.
Like, what the heck? Golly.
Okay. I noticed their car has bigger trunk. Why is that? Oh, there's my 20 millimeter rotary cannon with explosive rounds.
Yeah, Lord knows what they have in their trunk. They didn't mention.
To the British cop, you don't have a gun? British cop, nope. My accent is enough to calm the situation.
Your accent is nice.
A security guard in Walmart has more equipment than UK police officers. Wow. I don't know that I'd be proud of that. Okay, now can I do it?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yay.
As always, thank you for stopping by, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.